Hey everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Do me a favor and please subscribe if you haven't already. Stop thinking about your crush and find a paintbrush, because it's time for another exciting edition of album art. Each episode of album art will display me sharing my thoughts about a certain album that I absolutely adore. You definitely don't want to miss this episode featuring Def Leppard's demolishing debut album called On Through the Night. Every college student's motto. Allow me to be completely clear. I don't claim to be an expert artist in any way, shape, or form. Never have been, probably never will be. Unfortunately, I lack an extensive background in art. Therefore, my dialect will depend primarily on a big picture format. Ultimately, I remain utterly committed to my belief that the main idea of art is to admire it and discuss it to a lesser extent. Now let's get acquainted with On Through the Night. Well, my friends, I googled Def Leppard On Through the Night and brought up www.udiscovermusic.com's copy. Why don't we bring everyone up to speed by divulging a few details regarding On Through the Night's story. On Through the Night sleepwalked into our lives in 1980, featuring a fresh-faced Def Leppard. It deposited 11 extremely energetic total tracks, hinting at the huge impact Def Leppard would have on the 80s music scene. Among them were Wasted, Hello America, even though they were from England, and my favorite, bar none, a rather ravenous tune titled Rock Brigade. At first glance, the truck, shrouded in shadows, caught my attention right away. However, this is no ordinary truck. It has a guitar mounted on top. If I saw this strange hybrid machine in my rearview mirror, I'm sure I would crash. Perched above the vehicle in conspicuous white letters lies the album name. Behind the truck shines a suspended full moon. Then, tying the scene together at the top left corner, there's the jagged Def Leppard logo. If I were asked to describe the cover in one word, I would choose the word innovative. I give the British boys credit for thinking outside of the box. It kind of reminds me of the futuristic flying cars from the Jetsons cartoon. Future-proofing is always a solid strategy. In fact, 100 years later, I bet this album will still stay relevant. Maybe by blending a guitar and truck, they wanted to imply that people can totally pursue more than one passion. The mood looked lonely to me. Elton John said it best, "It's lonely out in space." Floating through the seemingly endless abyss of space without any social interaction whatsoever, nor an obvious destination in mind. We tend to associate light with warmth and comfortable sensations, but sadly, space lacks this reassurance. Yet the picture also seems to suggest even a very common, average, nothing special individual who possesses enough determination can achieve phenomenal things like leaving Earth to travel amongst the stars. If I could alter one thing about this particular album cover, I would have added the band members leaning out the window, waving to us. I feel like that would have been a nice touch. A bit of cheeky humor wouldn't hurt. Finally, after digging deeply into Def Leppard's discography, I would rank On Through the Night's cover as my top pick, Adrenalize second, and Pyromania third. Despite On Through the Night's visual victory, I personally think Pyromania wins from a sound standpoint. Pound for pound, Pyromania probably offers the strongest Def Leppard track listing. Pyromania produces a precise balance. It's a compelling compromise or sweet spot between old school, raw and gritty Def Leppard with their first two records versus more intimate, radio-friendly vibes from Hysteria onward. On Through the Night, Def Leppard was already on the cusp of greatness, and I believe the retro cover here helped accelerate that process. It was arguably at least partially responsible for that rise to rock stardom. Well, that's it. What's your favorite Def Leppard album cover? Please tell me in the comments. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Till then, rock on.